Tell me something. How many SIM cards do you have on your phone?
Did you know that you can make money from one of the fastest moving consumer products in the world?
Yup, you heard that right. The fastest moving consumer product in the world. I mean, is that not what people want in a business? Is that not what makes something successful? The more you sell, the more it means for you in income. So word is spreading about $1 million business right from the comfort of your phones. Do you want to find out more about it? Have you heard anything about it on social media? Listen up. There are those in our society today who might consider it normal to assign the responsibility of creating jobs or job opportunities or employment opportunities, whatever you want to call it. They might consider it normal to assign that responsibility to governmental authorities or perhaps superior authorities in their country. We've sort of allocated that mandate or obligation to them to offer jobs or equal income generating opportunities to every citizen. That's one way of looking at it, correct? We say that it's their lawful duty to provide that. However, remember that we too have the individual responsibility, you could say, perhaps to try and assist ourselves where it's possible for us to do that. Think of the information that's available now more than ever before, because rapid technological advancements, for example, are over the years making it possible for us to learn new ways to find answers to some of the biggest questions we might have had before. Biggest questions in business, in life, or any other active solutions available right now in the market to work out ways that we can be able to advance in business. For example, what's working out in one country perhaps might also work in another country. Active solutions that are working out for other people who are your friends or your cohorts in business. Being able to apply these same strategies in our own businesses, and it's working out in our region of residence. So you might have discovered some of those solutions as well during this pandemic period. It's been giving us a lot of time to think through these solutions available. Technology is giving us options that we can be able to work from home and many other things that we've discovered, maybe even now, especially now during the pandemic. Think about how challenging or how foreign a concept it might have been before to try and explain to your parents, your mom or your dad, that you have an e-commerce site, that you're working from home, that you have a seasonal gig. Perhaps trying to explain how an app can provide a service to many people to book for a hotel, or even perhaps maybe working as a travel agent for a travel agency. Now those opportunities are available. Perhaps you're a taxi driver. That's another example. And there's a company that's cooperated efforts with you. There's an app that gives you access to a bigger pool of customers, because compared to how it might have been before, how challenging it might have been for you to get customers, there's only a few people who perhaps knew of what you do in your neighborhood. You're a taxi driver, right? But now you have a bigger pool of customers, because that means that more people are aware about your service. They can just go to the app and book for that particular service, and now that means more income for you. So that's been made possible by that technological advancement. Think about other options that are now available to us, where you can even book for a particular service, like for a hotel room, from the comfort of your mobile phone. You can even shop online, get a bigger perspective, or perhaps more options on your phone to be able to shop online for more services that perhaps, or even products available right now, because the phones that we're using right now have apps and websites that are making e-commerce our window of being able to see more out there in variety, in distribution. Anything that we're looking for, you could say the internet has made it available for us right now. So another option you can think about is also the discovery of mobile money technology in Africa, for example. It's been able to, you could say, elevate Africa in such a way that now that technology has revolutionized the way business is being done, banking among the lower income communities, lower income earning communities, finding it much easier now for them to carry out transactions that times might have been a bit difficult for them, but now that's having a great impact on the GDP in such countries. We can go on and on about this and the technological advancements that are making people come together, bring solutions together, bring great ideas and strategies being used to upbuild the community, lift it up in such a way that the economy is now improving. Business partnerships and mutually beneficial relationships that are helping people find opportunities for growth and development, and daily being able to have this being brought to our very doorsteps, because you can just be able to access such opportunities from the comfort of your mobile phone. And that's making us also communicate with one another, equipping each other with the knowledge, insight, and ability that is needed to provide such opportunities that play a big part in leveling the playing field in each community. So you might be thinking to yourself, why is this all important? Why should I be watching this right now? Why should I be listening to this right now? How is this information going to practically help me to be able to improve the quality of my life right now, maybe my economic situation? So if you have been keen enough, you'd realize that one of the challenges most nations are facing right now, of course, is unemployment. It's inevitable. Right now, people are thinking of ways that they could be able to generate income. What are the opportunities available for me to make money without having to think about employment, maybe a job? The rate of unemployment is also higher, actually, among the youth, who you could say are being counted on as the future leaders, or the ones who will play a big part in the economic trajectory of such communities. Young graduates, you could say, that are daily seeking for employment opportunities that are relative to their accolades, that are relative to their educational background, spending a lot of time and money from one interview to another, sometimes even leaving the land of their residence to seek for what we call greener pastures, never wanting sometimes to even come back, because they are thinking maybe this is a better opportunity for me. Coming back would actually make me digress in my economic situation. And this is having a great impact on the GDPs of such countries, because when people move away, you can imagine the economic impact it has in that particular country, where these same people are being depended upon to, change the trajectory of that economic state. Some of them even resort to a plan B. If I'm not going to be employed, what business can I get into as my new source of income? And some of them are not, you could say, quite legal. And this is just because they're being forced to go into that because of the situation, their circumstances. We have been seeing on the news every day cases of crime, insecurity, depression, suicides in the communities skyrocketing every day, and most cases actually lead back to the financial constraints of unemployment, the stress, the anxieties that are caused by the demands of life that are tied to this particular current economic state. So as I digress back into the initial avenues that we discussed in my introductory comments in this video, the avenues that have been made available right now that can help us all to make a difference, changing the way people generally look at relying on that brick and mortar mentality, relying on formal employment as the only answer to economic growth or financial solutions to people in the communities. You may agree that the world right now is in need of critical thinkers, a desperate need for problem solvers, and that's very important. And that's why the use of technological advancements and the training or the systems that are making it possible available to teach ourselves right now how we can be able to become familiar with ways of creating jobs, creating opportunities, creating ways of earning income without having to be employed. This is very important. Using what we have to build your own business, or build your own business function, you could say, even from the very comfort of your mobile phone. I know of many people when I was in Dubai, for example, I was working there. I have many people from, you could say, the Asian community. So many many of them were spending a lot of time on their phones, and I used to wonder, what are they doing? They were actually running an entire empire or a business right from the comfort of their mobile phones. So you could say that's an avenue of e-commerce that has become available right now for people to be able to create their own job function. You see, when something becomes public knowledge, you could say, when others around you start learning about it, begin to notice that there is a degree of success in it. Those who take the time to learn how to use it, learn how to build a platform that can be able to begin to teach others to make a difference in their communities, well, they can see that there's an amount of success in that particular option that you could say is now available to the greater masses of people who are looking for options to be able to generate income through other ways. Teaching them by empowering them to help them to succeed in the same way, to help them to learn how to use this to create their own job function. You are empowering people to make a difference in their communities. Capacity building, as some of my friends would call it in the humanitarian field. So one such opportunity that is doing that right now, actually for over a year now, is that which Virtual AVS is using as a platform to educate and empower the common man. In Kenya we say the common mwananchi, to put to good use what they habitually subscribe to daily, which is airtime. This is something that we do as a no-brainer. Nobody even has to remind you to purchase your airtime. So it's the fastest moving consumer product in the world, and that's what you need in a business, something that moves fast. So that means you're doing more sales, and if you're doing more sales, it means you have a better profit margin. So this is what Virtual AVS is using right now to help people to build a successful income generating platform. Apps are usually known as APIs, access point interface, because that's a platform where you're building your own business function, something that can help you to make money even when you're sleeping, because people are still buying from you whether you're awake or not. And that's the very meaning of passive income. So this Virtual AVS app is actually dealing with one of the most lucrative industries, an industry that was actually still generating double the profit even during a pandemic. So if you want to find out more about this, let me show you a small video.
Did you know that you can make money from one of the fastest moving consumer products in the world? Introducing Virtual Airtime Vending Software, a revolutionary system that allows you to become an airtime distributor globally, to distribute airtime of more than 300 mobile service providers in more than 100 countries across the globe. It is arguably one of the biggest opportunities in the telecommunication industry that was valued at $1.83 trillion as of 2020. Virtual AVS has a generous compensation plan that has 3 streams of income, namely license commission, airtime commission, and bulk airtime commission. How to get started? 1. Download the Virtual AVS Android app on Google Play Store and create an account. 2. Pay the 24 months user license of $69 and become a partner. 3. Upgrade your account with $75 and start earning bulk airtime commission passive income. Recommend the Virtual AVS system and start earning license, airtime, and bulk airtime commissions as shown below. For all the business partners you recommend in your first level, you earn $10. For the second level, you earn $4, $2 for levels 3 to 10, and $1 for levels 11 to 15. In addition, any airtime you load through the Virtual AVS system, you earn 0.5% for the first $20 and 5% for any amount over and above $20. You also earn 0.4% of the first $20 airtime loaded every month by all the partners in your team from levels 1 to 15, as shown in the previous table. All accounts upgraded to earn bulk airtime commission will earn $1.65 from the holder of the account, 55 cents from level 1 to 10, 27.5 cents from level 11 to 14, and 55 cents on level 15. The table below shows how your projected commissions would look like. Virtual AVS also allows you to register customers for free, and you will be earning commissions from all the airtime float they load. All the commissions you earn are channeled to your AVS wallet and can be withdrawn anytime to your mobile money account or bank account. Download the virtual AVS app and get started in this life-changing opportunity, or contact the person who sent you this video. Take action today.
Did you notice how successful the industry is? Amazing, right? So this is the kind of income that is generated in that industry. Virtual AVS saw an opportunity in that, and they're trying to help the community to generate income from something that they are already using. This particular field already has active customers. On an average, it's actually been said that people spend more money on airtime than they do on health, education, luxury items that they shop for, food even. There are people who sleep hungry but they still have airtime. I know of many who've done that. So this is a fast-moving consumer product. The demand is quite high. It's actually been shown through research that people check their phones on an average about 58 to 163 times in a day, showing you the demand of the product just continues to go higher and higher. And that's what you need in a successful business. You need the demand to still be there, because that means the profits generated are going to be massive as well. It's successful. So how about that? Making money from a habit, habitual subscription to that particular product. If you've ever thought about it, that's one way that you can be able to help yourself, help your family to make a difference. Yes, anyone now can earn a decent income to cater to his or her financial needs, and thus solving that challenge of unemployment, being able to create a solution in the community rather than trying to look up to the governments to do something, or maybe your boss to do something. Virtual AVS is the vehicle or system that makes it possible for us to do this. I'd love to tell you more about it, but of course from the video that you've just watched, you can be able to summarize this entire opportunity in just 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Feel free to simply send me a message using the number right here on your screen, or even just send me a WhatsApp asking me how you can be able to do this. I've personally been benefiting from it. I'd love to share my story and experience with you about what Virtual AVS has done for me, and perhaps just help you make a difference in your life. You know, it's been said that sometimes people shy away from an opportunity because perhaps they don't feel like it's for them, or maybe they don't want to learn more about it because they feel content with what's going on right now in their lives, or they're just scared, you know. But please feel free to reach out. You can simply give me a call on the number that you see on your screen right there, or just send me a WhatsApp message and tell me, so Paul, how can I do this? Help me out. And I'll be able to share my story with you of how Virtual AVS has made a difference in my life, and what this has actually done to help communities around the world to create their own job function, to create their own opportunity, to empower their own children. Even those who are graduates are moving back with their parents and they don't have anything to do. They have a mobile phone, they do subscribe to airtime every day. So why not make money from a habit already? Virtual AVS is helping people take action on that particular opportunity, making a difference in their communities and their lives. And above all things, of course, it helps you to also lift that financial weight, you could say, in your life or in the life of somebody else that you know. So I'll see you on the other side. Feel free to reach out.
And it's done.
Join one of our Virtual AVS presentations during the week, 4 p.m. East Africa time and 10 p.m. East Africa time, and get to understand how the business works. Because once you do, you will not hesitate to make a decision.